Hello and welcome to a very special home time art challenge, painting with tea. That's right, you heard me correctly. We are gonna paint with some tea. This is something I heard about years and years and years ago. Apparently you can even do it with coffee. We might try that next week. And I've always wanted to try it, so I thought the time is now. So you need some tea, some paper, a paintbrush, or Q-tip. You're gonna ask an adult to make you an itty bitty tiny amount of tea and let it set for at least an hour. At least. The longer you let it set, the stronger your color is gonna be, the darker your color is gonna be. While it's cooling, you can go ahead and set up your workspace. Remember, you are at your house, not your studio at school. So we have to be extra careful not to make a mess. You don't want to ruin your kitchen table. You leave a mess, your parents are probably going to be a lot less likely to let you paint again in the future. So please try to respect your space. Okay, so here's my first attempt. I did a little less than half of a cup of what I would normally do. Sorry, my dog just fell off the couch. Anyway, I got my practice paper and to test out my color, and you're gonna see here in a second. Wah, wah, wah. Epic fail. I went back to the other part to see it's a little bit better. It's just still not very dark. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna get a new thing of tea. So that little white cup I made with about a little over a tablespoon of water in with my tea. And it was so much better. So that's what I'm recommending. 1 tea bag, maybe a little over a teaspoon, maybe 2 of water. That is it, and that is all. And it's going to give you this nice, strong color. Make sure, again, that you let it cool. The longer it sets, I even heard overnight when I was researching it on the internet, might be a good idea. Okay, and then you just get to paint. You can paint whatever you want. Seriously. Go for it. You can paint a unicorn. You could paint my cat there that just snuck up on on the screen. It's a zoo around here. 2 cats and 2 dogs. I decided to paint flowers just because I love painting nature. I think it's calming. I think it's beautiful. I also like that no 2 flowers are the same, so I can't really get it wrong. Just go for it. So I felt like it was a lot like watercolor paint, the way it acted. Obviously, you only have the one color, so you really have to work on value. My second graders can now sing their parents that song. Um, value, as we know, just means extra dark, extra light colors, and all that range in between. So the more of the tea you have on your brush, the darker it's going to be. Maybe you're going to do some layers, let it dry, and add some more. As you can see, just play around with it, let it dry, add those layers, let it dry some more, add another layer. You can use the wet on wet technique. That's what I used for the side, where I just got a kind of a clean brush and got my paper wet and then did little droplets of the tea on that to kind of give it that cool watercolor tea effect, if you will. Here I'm kind of working to fill in some of my white space. I felt like when I first had just those few little flowers, it was a little boring, so I added some grass.